Today's spicy hardcore video, guys, I built an insane Nether Hub. This thing took an insane amount of time and it was a ton of work, so make sure you guys watch the video all the way through to see how it turns out. And if you guys do go on to enjoy the video, make sure you guys smash that like button, hit subscribe, join the PaulGG army, and let's get into the video. That's right, we're finally working on building... Where's your guy? We're finally working on building a Nether Hub though, and that's something I've been slacking on. Here we go. How you doing, sir? What are you selling? Some of that dripstone? Well, I have a whole cave of it below my house, so moving on. But I've been slacking on building a Nether Hub for the longest time. I've basically just been, you know, working out of this beautiful... But it's about time I start working on something new, and obviously to be able to do that, I'm gonna have to tear this all down first. And then now that the Dookie Shack is all out of the way, I'm gonna make this the center point of the hub because I don't want to have to deal with moving the portal and everything like that. But now I want to try to map out the outline of this entire beast. I want it to be a pretty big circle, kind of like how I built this Nether village. It's just a giant circle, except this is going to be the center point for it. And then I'll probably get rid of all these ice highways from a long time ago, back before I even had an elytra. And then I'll create new Nether highways basically later. We'll do that for another video probably. But for now, I want to map this whole thing out, but I want to do it with Obsidian, which is, it's going to be dumb, but it's also going to make sense here in a minute. So hold on. And so I figured the fastest way to get all this Obsidian is, of course, to just go to the end and probably mine out one of these pillars. That's not before I add a beacon, of course. And then now that we got haste 2, what I want to do is pretty much just mine out one of these giant towers and get an insane amount of obsidian that I probably will never need to get obsidian ever again in this world. We'll see how this goes. And I'll be honest, even with haste 2, this is taking quite the time. And I hate obsidian.
2,000 years later.
All right, and finally, with a little over 4 stacks, we should be chinchillin'. I should have plenty of obsidian for this. Now it's time to officially map this thing out real quick. Oh my god, there's a creeper. Oh my god, let me in. And for outlining this, I do want it to be a pretty big circle. And But right before I map it out, I am gonna have to figure out exactly how this thing is gonna be laid out by the distance all the portals are gonna be from the center, which I want to do that like 4 portal thing or whatever that a lot of people do. I think it looks very snazzy, I'm not gonna lie, except this one, yeah, that looks a little thick. There we go, a little something like that. So then now we have 4 portals, and honestly I haven't even tested. Wait, what? Why is this one wide and then this one's not? Wait, this one's wide. Wait a second, I messed this up again. Hold on. There we go. Now they're all even and they're all normal sized portals, which honestly it might even look cool if I make this just super tall. We'll see how it goes. But regardless, portals are done. I need to check to make sure that this thing even links up with my home portal, which it does beautifully. Oh my god, the creepers. And now all I need to do is kind of map out the distance that I want to go for this thing, because basically my goal here is to remove all the bedrock on the inside of this, and that's going to take a very long time. This is a very big project. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I don't want it to be too massive because I like bedrock's thick. It's on thicko mode, bro. Like I have to sit here and get rid of up to this layer, so it'd be 1 2 3 4 5. Oh my god, what did I get myself into? I have to do the TNT glitch on this bedrock that many times. But that's why I wanted to build the outline of this thing out of obsidian, so that I know what bedrock I need to get rid of. And since I'm gonna be blowing up a lot of TNT, I don't want to blow up my outline, and I only want to blow up what's inside the circle. Because obviously once you get rid of bedrock, it's gone forever and I can't put it back. So I don't want it to be ugly patchy holes up here. All right, now I officially mapped out the entire thing. I started out with wood because I don't want to make any mistakes and then have to, you know, break down all the obsidian again. Also, I widened the portal one more time because I wanted to have a 1-lane center row thing. It'll make sense later when we start making highways. But regardless, this is our circle. This is what we got to work with right now. Like I said, I don't want the circle itself to be too big because I'm gonna have to break every single one of these pieces of bedrock up to like 5 blocks down, and it's gonna be a lot. So now let me just real quick replace all of this with obsidian. Now that we have everything completely mapped out and planned out, now let me go back to the overworld so we can start gathering up all the resources. Actually, before I go resource gathering, one thing I do want to do that I've been procrastinating for a little while is actually dyeing all my shulker boxes because they're all pink. And I'm tired of just having a bunch of pink ones because it's getting confusing because my main pink purse is my pink one. And one other thing that we need to do real quick is every single video, I name a sheep after some of my viewers. Why you guys want this? I don't know, but you guys want to join the sheep army. And the last video, I had you guys join the Discord and type in a specific channel, what color and what name you wanted the sheep to be. And these sheep are going to be Josh, who wanted purple. Then we got Waddles that wants pink. And then we got Sheesh as a black sheep. If you guys want to see how big the subscriber sheep army goes, guys, instead of commenting down below on this video, I want you guys to tweet me hashtag Paul's sheep army with a name and a color of what you guys want, because this thing is getting out of hand. It's getting pretty crazy. I definitely need to relocate all you guys. It's just too much in there. But back to gathering though, I'm going to need a whole lot of sand, a disgusting amount of sand actually, because I got to make a lot of pretty glass, and we're just draining out this desert every episode little by little. It's just happening. So let me get a bunch of sand real quick. And after shoveling my life away, our little spoon it's hurting right now. But we did manage to get 2 full shulker boxes, which I'm probably gonna need a whole lot more than that, I'll be honest. But for now, next thing I do need to do though is grab a bunch of gunpowder, because I'm going to need a lot of TNT. But luckily I do have a lot of gunpowder. Oh, I was kind of hoping for more actually. Because this farm, it's just pumping. I need to set up some of these towers to be only creepers that spawn. And to be able to do that, all I really need to do is add trapdoors. But look how many creepers are spawning anyways, man. So many. And finally, we got all of our TNT. Now, is it going to be enough? I don't know. I might have to AFK at this thing for a little bit to be able to get a little bit more gunpowder. But for now, we're going to see if it works. The last thing I know for sure that I'm going to need is some terracotta. Now, ideally, I want to get blue terracotta, but I don't think blue terracotta spawn. What? You have blue terracotta? You got blue ice. I mean, that's close enough, right? What I think I'm gonna have to do is mine up regular terracotta and then dye it blue. I'm like 99% certain I can do that. So let's hope that I don't waste my time mining up tons and tons of this terracotta. All I want is this thing to look cool. That's all that matters to me. I need the aesthetics to be there for this build. I got people in the comments section complaining, Paul, you always use spruce wood. Paul, you always use stone brick. Hey, well, now you could shut your face. I'm using some different colors and some pretty patties. Okay, all right, now that we got our tools fully healed up, wait, actually I want to try something real quick. All these guys, are they gonna run off and try to chase me? No, they're not. Absolute betas, how dare you not chase me. Come on, come get me. All right, regardless though, now that they're actually pushing. We're all healed up, and now we're officially ready to build this thing. And I've also got all the resources that I'm going to need to being able to actually build this whole thing up. And then this whole thing, I'm probably going to build it all out of like deep slate. And now this whole thing, as I was saying, I'm probably going to build this whole thing out of deep slate, which I mine any deep slate? No, I'm just kidding. Of course I mine deep slate. I mined up a ton of deep slate, actually. But now I got this giant mess right here from all these stupid zombie piglins falling on me. Now, the first thing I'm going to have to do before constructing this entire thing is to actually get rid of all of this bedrock. And it's just, this is going to take an absolutely disgusting amount of time. But we're here for the big builds, baby. This is what we do. So let's see how this goes real quick. Luckily, I'm pretty good at doing this glitch. So I thought, basically every time that the TNT blows up and a piston gets erased, I place down a piston and then it makes a hole. Now I have to do that hundreds of times. But luckily, like I said, I'm pretty good at this. Oh my gosh, I want you guys to know, I don't want anyone to ever have to do this. This is painful. I heavily underestimated how ridiculous this is gonna take. Like I've been at it for so long already, and I've barely gotten this far. My finger hurts. So I would definitely never recommend. You know what? I'm taking a break. I'm gonna step away. I'm taking a break.
Day 4.
And after spending 3 hours yesterday blowing up all this bedrock, we've now officially removed the entire first layer, and now begins the next layer. There we go. That should be it. That should be the last explosion. The last one that I need. This has been quite the time. I heavily underestimated how much time was actually going to be spent on blowing up each and every single one of these pieces of bedrock for the size that this is. I regret making it as big as I did. I kind of wish I made it way smaller, but it's officially done. And now all I need to do is mine all the way down, because I want to make this circle go all the way down, which right here, I mean, it looks pretty easy considering that this is like 90% already dug out, but you know, I mean, either way, here we go. And after much time and a lot of mining, we finally have a tunnel that goes all the way through. This looks scary. Hold on, let me go all the way up. This looks very scary to look at. Now I can freely just go all the way down here for the time being, that is, because now it's officially time to start constructing the actual building. All this has just been a bunch of mining, basically, whether it be TNT mining or mining with my pickaxe. But now it's officially time. It's probably something I should have done while TNT mining all this, and that is to build an auto smelter to be able to smelt down all of the sand and turn it all into glass and everything. And I realized I goofed. I should have been smelting all this in the meantime. So let me just fill up all these chests basically with sand. And then real quick, I need to get some fuel, which luckily we're in the Nether. And we do have a blaze spawner farm, which I literally just made for fuel. So actually should already have, yeah, I was gonna say a lot of blaze rods. I don't even need AFK at this thing. Nice. And now all we gotta do is just wait. Isn't waiting exciting? No, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna go do something else in the meantime. That's something else being collecting flowers, that is, because I'm gonna need a whole lot more dyes, because I'm gonna have to dye a lot of glass. And I think this is actually the flower that I need, because when you bone meal it, it literally just gives you more of the same flower. It's actually cracked. And then that should be plenty of flowers for magenta dye. Now I need to make a bunch of purple dye, and then we should be chilling on all the dyes. Now let's go check in on our sand. And it looks like, well, actually, no, it's made, oh no, it didn't make a lot of progress at all. It's all just inside the hoppers. Well, that's depression. I'm gonna see if I got some sand in the giant underwater storage unit. By sand, I mean glass, by the way. I do not want more sand. Yeah, we do actually have a decent bit of glass, so we could get this project started. So now let me dye up a bunch of purple. That's not how you dye glass. Oh wait, I know how it goes. It goes like this. There we go. We dye a bunch of purple glass, and then also a bunch of magenta glass. Now what I want to do for this next part is basically make the entire floor out of glass. I've seen a lot of YouTubers make their like nether hubs have this like kind of purple glass floor to kind of mirror the nether portal. However, big shout out to Sandiction for having like a really cool looking floor, and he basically combined magenta and purple to be able to create like this really layered effect that, I don't know, it just has a really nice aesthetic. So I'm going to start off though with basically just filling purple throughout this entire thing, and here we go. Oh, well, that's all my purple glass. I'm gonna need a whole lot more than I thought. I mean, at least this is already smelting away. I just also realized an issue with this though. Now it's gonna be hard for me to place the bottom layers. Now I gotta work underneath this one. I should have started from the bottom going up. Oh well, I'm just too committed to building out this layer. And then now that this first layer is all done, it's time to begin with the next one. But like I said, I think what I'm gonna do is probably work from the bottom up. So let me grab, so I got my magenta glass. I'm gonna just drop in like right here. I'm gonna literally just block clutch a little bit. I don't know if this is gonna be low enough, but we'll find out. So it's gonna go magenta, purple, magenta, purple, magenta, purple. No, that's not gonna work. It's gonna go magenta, magenta, purple, magenta, purple, magenta. Okay, so I gotta go right here, and then we'll see how many layers I have to do for this. But all I know is it's gonna take a really, really long time to fill all this in and wait for all that sand to smelt. Finally, it's done. All the glass is placed, and the floor, if I do say so myself, looks incredible. Look at this. look at this thing. Like, it looks amazing. There's just a faint little drop right here because that's where I added the hole so I could be able to fall into the nether. But it just looks so good. It was definitely worth every single piece of glass. The only thing that sucks is that I can't really outline all the bedrock for the bedrock that is visible. But even then though, it still kind of looks sick. I definitely like this a lot. Now all that's left to do is actually construct the entire thing, the entirety of this thing, actually build it up. I just realized that I've done all this work and I've spent days on this and I haven't even started building really yet. And I was getting ready to build this thing up, and then today I actually learned that there's a difference between Deepslate and cobbled Deepslate. I didn't know that at all. And apparently you can actually craft cobbled Deepslate into stuff. You cannot craft regular Deepslate into stuff. So now the hundreds of blocks that I already mined of Deepslate, I have to turn into cobbled Deepslate now. Yay. All right, now that I got all my Deepslate and everything, now it's time to start actually building this up. What I want to do is basically make all the walls completely out of Deepslate, which I'm realizing now that I kind of goofed with how I was going to do my outline for this. That's fine, we move on. Yeah, this will still definitely work for what I want to do. So I'll probably start by getting rid of all of this obsidian finally and just replace it all with Deepslate. Starting to have the realization that I messed up and this thing does need to be bigger. However, I'm not going to break all this glass and any more of this bedrock. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to finesse it in a way that it should work fine. It's going to kind of expand outwards, and then I can be able to fill in all this bedrock with some slabs and stuff like that to be able to kind of hide it. It'll look good. Trust the process. That's all I got to say. And now I've officially completed the entire outline yet again. But honestly, I think this might actually work into my favor because now I can be able to start adding a little bit of depth with the slabs idea and stuff like that. So I think this is going to work out perfectly. But basically, each one of these are going to be like the entryway tunnels. I do also want to start mixing in some color, kind of like this blue terracotta that we got earlier, because if I use blue terracotta, it kind of matches with the purpley theme, because let's be real, that ain't blue. So let's just experiment real quick with this. If I'm being honest, this kind of goes hard. I'm not gonna lie, this looks cool. I'm vibing with this color scheme right now, this like purpley purple. This is really good. The only other thing is that I want to complete like the entryway hallway so you don't see any color going in, because the color is going to transition to a different color when we go inside. And then all I really need to do is kind of build this up. Oh, actually, hold on, we got an opportunity for a window up here. Oh yeah, no, I'm vibing pretty heavy with this design so far. Now, like I said, all I gotta really do is just kind of repeat that on each one of these sides and we should be chilling. All right, quick update. I've officially built up all the entryways. I've kind of added some white quartz to maybe break up the color. Not sure if I like it or not, because on the inside, I want it to be a transition to white and black pretty much with the purple. I don't know if it looks good on the outside, but now I also have the next challenge of doing the roof. And I don't know how this is going to turn out, because right now that's kind of ugly, and I just, we'll see. We'll see how this goes, because normally I'm terrible at roofs. It's actually just my kryptonite. And now that I'm finished up with the entire roof, what I want to do for this next part is pretty much transition everything into being white and black on the inside. Just, I don't know why, it's a little bit of spicy change up, even though I kind of vibe with this. Like maybe if I replace the white with purple, honestly, hey, you know what, screw it. I'm change my mind here for a second. Quartz be gone, thought. We're changing it up. Now what I need to do is kind of work on designing the inside real quick and cover up all this nasty bedrock. And I'm gonna try to still work some quartz into this just as another contrasting color. And now all I want to do is jump down into this giant pool of lava. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god, it's happening. I'm burning. Ah! I'm insane. Relax, dude. I just gotta eat my potatoes and stay healthy and avoid whatever gas. Where is this gas? And then I want to scoop up some lava real quick. And then I want to add a little bit of accents of just some lava over here in the corners, just like some private private lava ponds, basically. One thing I realized I do want to do for this roof is kind of split it open a little bit to where I can add some glass just as a little bit of accent, but also an exit so that when I go into the nether, I can be able to fly up and out to go to the gold farm, go to the piglins. Now let's see how that looks from the inside. And yeah, no, it looks pretty good. So then now I can easily just like, whoop. Oh God. Because for each of these hallways, what my plan is that I want to create walls like this with ice runways that'll just go all the way out, kind of like how I did a very long time ago with those, except they'll be much farther and much more effective. So I can still run out like this, or I can be able to take the ice runways all the way through. Those ice runways are going to be for another episode for sure. But for now though, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of vibing with the way that this turned out. Comment down below, what would you guys add to this? What could I change other than maybe adding a little bit of like shroom lights or something like that here and there? I might make the portal stretch all the way to the top, but at the same time then I'd kind of change up the shape of the roof and everything. I don't know. I'm kind of liking this. I kind of like the way this looks. So comment down below, what's anything else that you guys would change about this? But for now, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, make sure you guys smash that like button, hit subscribe, join the PaulGG army, and I will see you guys in the next one.